Hola chicos, un gusto verlos aquí en la lección 17. Esta lección va a ser una lección realmente importante porque hoy vamos a aprender sobre el pasado simple y los pronombres de objetos. Okay. El pasado simple les será muy útil para hablar sobre cosas que hicieron en el pasado, mientras que los pronombres de objetos les ayudarán a reemplazar un sustantivo en su oración. Bien, para hacer un verbo en tiempo pasado, primero tomarán un pronombre, luego usarán un verbo y luego agregarán ed, ¿okay? Ed al final de ese verbo. Entonces, entonces aquí pueden ver que tenemos los verbos to watch, ver, to greet, saludar, right? To greet is to say hello, hello. To look, observar. To use, usar. To call, for example, to call somebody's name, if somebody calls my name, Oliver, come here, to call somebody's name. Or you could say to call on the phone, okay? So to call, llamar, to try, intentar. And then finally we have to need, and you know to need, necesitar, right? To need. Si agregan ed al final de esos verbos, entonces están hablando en tiempo pasado, ¿ok? Veamos algunos ejemplos aquí en la board. I watched TV last night, okay? So I watched TV last night, okay? So I watched, miré la TV, okay, last night, okay? Ayer en la noche. So, miré la TV ayer en la noche. I watched TV last night. Okay, you greeted me at the door. So, you greeted me, you opened the door and you said, hello, hi, how are you? Okay, you greeted me at the door. Me saludaste en la puerta, at the door. Okay, so you greeted me, me saludaste at the door. Okay, so next we have he looked at her with suspicion. Okay, so he looked, right, with eyes, he looked at her with suspicion. Él la miró, he looked at her with suspicion, con sospecha, right? Suspicion significa sospecha en español, okay? We called them last week, okay? We called them last week. Los llamamos, right? We called them, los llamamos a ellos. We called them last week, okay? Los llamamos a ellos la semana pasada, last week. Okay, y finally, we have they needed help with their homework. Okay, so they needed help with their homework. Ellos necesitaban, right, help, ayuda, with their homework, con su tarea. Okay, ellos necesitaban ayuda con su tarea. They needed help with their homework. Ahora bien, aunque la mayoría de los verbos siguen este patrón, hay muchos otros verbos de uso común que tienen formas que deben memorizarse. Okay. Ahora veremos algunos tiempos pasados irregulares de algunos verbos y luego formaremos oraciones con ellos. Okay. So here's the verbs. Okay. So first we have the verb to be. Okay. Ser, estar, right? To be. And in the past, right? En el pasado we have was and were. Okay. Was and were. Ahora, con este verbo deben recordar cada una de sus formas, okay? So we say, I was, you were, he, she, it was, we were, they were, okay? So I was, okay? You were, he, she was, we were, and they were. Next we have to have, okay? Tener, and the past is had, okay? To do, hacer, did. To say, okay? To say is decir, to say, said. To go, right? Or, to go when you walk somewhere to the park, to go in the ir, right? En el pasado, went, okay, in the past. To get, right? To get is like conseguir, right? You get something, we say in English. To get, and then in the past, we say got. Next we have the verb to make, okay? To make is like to do, okay? Hacer. And in the past we say made, okay? To know, saber, knew. To think, okay? To think is pensar, right? To think, thought. To take, okay? To take is tomar. Took, we say in the past. To come, venir, came. And we have to find, right? Encontrar, to find, found. And then we have to give. For example, to give a book to somebody, to give the keys to somebody, to give a letter to somebody, dar, right? To give, dar, okay? Gave, in the past, gave. To tell is like to say, okay? To tell, decir, and to say, decir, right? It's the same. And we say told in the past, okay? So told. Now we have to become, okay? So to become means convertir, right? Convertir, became, okay? En el pasado. To see, ver, and then saw, okay? And finally we have to feel, right? So you feel with your hands, right? You feel with your fingers, okay? To feel, right, is sentir. You could say, today I feel happy. Yesterday I felt, right? Felt sad, okay? All right. Okay, so, entonces esos son los tiempos irregulares que tienen que memorizar, okay? Ahora veamos rápidamente los pronombres de objetos. So, object pronouns. Tenemos me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. Okay, so me, you, ti, him, her, it, él, ella, eso, us, nosotros, and them, ellos. Recuerden que un pronombre de objeto recibe la acción en lugar de realizar la acción en sí. Okay, so aquí hay algunas oraciones con el pasado simple y los pronombres de objetos. So we have some of these words here and the object pronouns here as well. Number one, I was very excited to meet them. Okay, so I was very excited. Estaba muy excited, emocionado, right? Excited to meet them. Or you could say, o puedes decir, to see them. Okay, estaba muy emocionado de verlos. Okay, I was very excited to meet them. Okay, all right, continuemos. Let's continue. Number two, you had 2 gifts, dos regalos, under the Christmas tree last year. Okay, so you had 2 gifts, tuviste dos regalos, right? 2 gifts, under, debajo, the Christmas tree, del árbol de Navidad, right? Christmas, Navidad, last year, el año pasado. Okay? Number 3, she did everything possible to not get sick. Okay? Ella hizo todo lo posible para no enfermarse. She did everything possible to not get sick. And number 4, we said sorry to him. Okay, sorry, disculpa, right? We said sorry to him. Okay, so if you know what that means, nosotros le pedimos disculpas a él, to him. Number 5, they went out with you last night. Okay, they went out with you last night. Okay, ellos salieron contigo la noche. Okay, last night. I got the wine for her. Okay, so here we have I got from the verb to get. So I got, conseguí el vino, right, the wine for her, para ella. Number 7, you made breakfast for me. Okay, so you made breakfast for me. Hiciste el desayuno, breakfast, for me, para mí, right? Number 8. He knew the answer to it. Okay? Él sabía la respuesta a eso. He knew the answer to it. Number 9. We thought about it. Okay, so we thought comes from the verb to think. So we thought about it. Nosotros pensamos sobre eso. We thought about it. Okay, number 10. They came to visit us. Okay, they came, ellos vinieron a visitarnos, to visit us. They came to visit us. Number 11. I found money under it. Okay, I found money, encontré dinero, right? I found money under it, debajo de esto. You gave me it, o puedes decir, you gave it to me. Okay, so you gave me it, you gave it to me. Okay, so that means tú me diste eso, like you gave it to me. Okay, I take from you, you give to me. Number 13, he told them to go home. Okay, so he, like the boy or the man, told them, maybe the children or somebody, to go home. Go home. So he told them to go home. Él les dijo para ir a casa. And number 14, we felt the earthquake. Okay, earthquake, last November. We felt the earthquake last November. Okay, nosotros sentimos el terremoto, right? The earthquake, en noviembre pasado, last November. Okay? And finally, we have number 15. They became, right, from the verb to become, they became best friends. Okay? They became best friends. Ellos se convirtieron en los mejores amigos, into best friends. Okay? All right. So, I think, yeah. Ok, bueno chicos, eso es todo por la lección de hoy. Sé que al principio puede parecer un poco difícil aprender todos estos tiempos irregulares, pero con un poco de tiempo estoy seguro de que pueden memorizarlos todos. Okay, all the words here. Okay. Les recomiendo que cada vez que se encuentren con un verbo nuevo, lo busquen para saber cómo conjugarlo y repetirlo una y otra vez. So, again and again and again. Okay. Bueno chicos, espero que no haya sido demasiado difícil para ustedes hoy. Asegúrense de dar me gusta y suscribirse. Please. Nos vemos en la próxima lección, okay? See you next time. Bye.